So what y'all not gonna do is judge this one nail. Alright. Alright, action. Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Why is my camera turned so you can see me? I am coming to you with my review and thoughts on this new LA Girl Reverie 35 color eyeshadow palette. And yeah, coming to give you my thoughts on it. So, this bad boy was only $19.99 at Ulta. I picked it up around the Black Friday holiday. Yeah, on Black Friday. Picked that up. I showed you guys in that mini haul and everything like that. And yeah, let's get to the logistics and I'll tell you how I feel about it. So this is 35 shades. Again, $19.99 at Ulta. It's not prestige. It's not prestige, so you can use your coupons and your points and things like that. We can use your points with everything, but you can use your coupons and things like that. And so anyway, 35 colors. This is what it looks like. Beautiful color scheme. I mean, wonderful color scheme. I really appreciate it. However, this is one we're going to have to pass on, you guys. So this I also purchased it with the Reverie highlighter palette. And this is okay as well. Let me just touch on the palette and I'll talk about the highlighters in a moment. Might as well do both in this video. So I'm wearing this palette now. Note I did a very light, neutral look. Because I had to be business professional today. But anyway, I played with the colors in here and they're just not, they don't have it. Some of them are a little bit better than others. The deeper shades are a little bit stronger, but they're still not the most punch that I would like. So here's a few like the darker shades and they do all right. This one's a little bit sheer. It's really hit and miss. I love, like I said, I love the color scheme and I just wish they worked. And the swatches look better than the translation from the brush to your eye. And that's why a lot of times people say you can't trust swatches. I do pretty well with swatches. Like, when I swatch something, I kind of can tell how well it's going to do in the eye. And these swatches, though, this is one of those palettes that it did swatch better than how it translated onto the eye. However, if you guys saw that video, I swatched some of these and I was not impressed with the swatches. So you should, but they swatch better than they even went on my eyes. So you should know how bad it was putting them on my eyes. They just don't pack a punch. I mean, I picked them up on the brush. So, for example, it's not like they're not picking up on the brush because the mattes actually have quite a bit of kick up. So, for example, look at Fantasy. Fantasy and Duchess and stuff I've been using those the most because I love my warms, you know. And putting my brush in them, if you can see, they kick up a lot. And I'm not mad at the kick up or whatever. I don't mind that. Oh God, I can't do this with one hand. But anyway, you see that. But then let's translate it on my hand. This one's actually pretty good. Okay, you translate it on your hand. That's pretty decent. But then let's go into, and that's a matte, let's go into a, like Duchess. Duchess is not translating. It's nothing there. And that's supposed to be that gold. So like I said, hit and miss. Hit and miss. The mattes, I can't even say like, okay, the mattes are better than the shimmers because, for example, Fantasy that I showed you is a really well done matte, but Dynamo, you can see my print of my finger in this one trying to get it up. Dynamo doesn't even swatch that well. It doesn't even swatch that well. Like it's barely there. And then let me get a new fresh brush. So it's just so inconsistent. I guess that's the point I'm trying to make. It's just so inconsistent. It shows up a little bit better. It's inconsistent. It's just, I can't really put my finger on it. Let's go back. Let's go to another one. Vision. Oh, Vision swatches like crap as well. And yeah, just not that good, guys. So, I mean, I think you get the point. They're not pigmented. They're just, in my opinion, it's just not very good. I would, $19.99 for 35 shades. I got really excited. It is something that, I mean, if they do it well, this could be bomb, especially with this color layout, but the shades just don't translate well. They don't translate well in the eyes. Like I said, I did a really neutral look today with really safe shades because the pops of colors don't behave well. I use a regular primer, and the colors, it's about as pigmented as it was earlier when I put it on like 7 o'clock this morning. So when you do get color, it will last, I guess, if that's a benefit for you. But it's just, it's not packing that punch. And I know some people enjoy sheer shades. Some people enjoy sheer eyeshadow, or eyeshadow that's not so pigmented. And that's something that we need to remember. Everything doesn't have to be super, super strong opaque, super concentrated, like a pressed pigment. However, but it does need to be consistent. If all your shades are like sheer and your advertising is like lightweight eyeshadow or dustings of color, whatever, but this is not advertising that way. I am assuming these shades are going to look like they look in the pan, and they don't even look, you know, they're not close, and they're just very inconsistent. The lighter shades, obviously, you can get by with. The ones that are closer to your skin tone, you can get by with them or whatever, but I think how strong and how beautiful this palette looks, you know, I think you're going to be pretty disappointed getting it and expecting to be able to work with this in a way like it. And I work with shades. There's very few tire palettes I don't like for quality reasons. But this is one that I don't like for quality reasons. There are palettes that I don't like due to the color scheme, and it's just not me. But this is so inconsistent and so just patchy and just not, yeah. You know, I thank God I only paid 20 bucks for it. But I will say this, I like LA Girl and I trust LA Girl. So if they came out with another palette, I mean, I can do so much but swatch in the store. For 20 bucks, I might give it a try, and hopefully, you know, they improve. I'm not just turned off from LA Girl now. And I don't know if they've done any larger palettes before, but this is, I think, since I've been collecting makeup, LA Girl's first big palette like this, and I think they went really enthusiastic. I think they really went, I love the price, I love the color selection. Do it. Like, this is one that I think could benefit from like a Huda Beauty style remastered 2.0. If they could up this quality, this color selection could easily be one of my favorite palettes. I'll tell you that right now. Just the shades that they chose to put in it. But you got to up that quality and that pigmentation and that consistency with the shades. Sorry, LA Girl. That's just how I feel about it. And then the highlighter palette is kind of the same way. Now, I will say this. The highlighters are packing a bit more of a punch than the shadows. But they're that consistency where, look, because I've been using Brilliance a lot. That's the deep gold. Look at the, I'll see if you can see in the light. You see how it's that layer of like, almost where you have to scrape that up. I don't know how these are pigmented or formulated, but it's like, I can't really explain it. I don't know. Brilliance does it the most. They're lightweight highlighters. They're not, like I said, Becker Shimmering Skin Perfectors. They're not MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes. They're not that. They have more pigment and more punch than the eyeshadows by far. I mean, it's there. The consistency is more of like that powder to cream. It's like that powder to cream formula where they feel really creamy, almost like a pressed pigment. I don't mind that formula in an eyeshadow. With these style of highlighters, it can, what's the word I'm looking for? The colors are beautiful. The gold tones are beautiful. They have 4 different golds in here, and this is like a peachy orange shift. I'm for it, you know, it's my color scheme. But the, what is the word I'm looking for? The texture of these can accentuate your pores and your fine lines and your acne, and they're not they sit on top of the skin versus like a glow from within. And I don't mind a highlighter that sits on top of the skin, but these are heavy on top of the skin, if you will. If you know what I mean. If I'm going to have a highlighter that's blinding that I'm going to pack on, it needs to at least be smooth, consistent, and even in texture. And these are not, especially because they have that cream formula, the powder to cream formula that doesn't really blend out into a seamless highlight. It kind of just stays a little bit like, I try to blend that out. You see how the like you can see that. Like, it's beautiful here, but in the wrong light, you can see the patches of it and things like that. And if you're really wanting to glow, even let's blend it out a little bit more. It's just harder to do that. Now with my finger, and it's harder to do that. So they stay, but it's just a little bit harder to work with. And a powder brush just doesn't seem, to be the best thing for it, but a cream brush is a little bit too much. So I don't really know where to go. Like when you put it on, you just gotta play with it. And that was $12.99. So high hopes for these, and like if they reformulate, if they come out with another round of this palette, or these highlighters, like the new season, they have a new palette and a new highlight. I probably will check it out. I'm not turned off, like I said, by LA Girl. They have hits and misses, but this is something that now I have to be careful for. But yeah, sorry LA Girl, they were promising, but this is one where it didn't work, and they'll more than likely go into my worst products of 2018 video, and that's okay. You win some, you lose some. So yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about any of the products mentioned in this video, feel free to leave it down below. I love you all. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.